I'm out on the river. I found this poor old boy. He must have crawled out of his nest and drowned or something. I would say that is a young possum by the tail, but I'm not sure. Poor old boy, I'll have to bury him here. Bury him up here high. Poor old guy. You cute little guy. That's too bad. I was just in here, so this happened in the last, I don't know, 20 hours. Less than that even. 15 hours. Yeah, I'll get him in the ground. I'll get back if I find anything. Later. Alright, I'm back. Haven't found any good artifacts yet. But this is the stuff I found in it's hour one. So I've been looking about an hour. Found this little hardstone spalling hammer. It's got, you'd have to feel it. It's just all beat up. It's been beat up from hitting flint. It's all around this. And this is something you spall the flakes off these river pebbles and this other flint. But I got a rough preform here. Little like flake knife. Not very nice, but all these other pieces. A couple pieces of real nice translucent stuff, but not much. This is Crooksville chert. This tan stuff, it's just classic. Here's another piece with the classic orange spots on it there. You can see them good there. Got it on the other side too, and just, you know, lots of little flakes, and this is pretty stuff. And I also got a marble. I didn't just figure that none of this stuff was nice enough to film, but the marble's pretty nice. It's a clear base one, and it's pretty, you can see there. I have a good bit of experience with marbles. I used to dig them a lot, but I'm more into the Arrowheads, and I don't really care about these. But this is a master marble. Like, I think it's called a sunburst, and this is a pretty nice one. It's got like a milky swirl in it, and it's all clear, translucent all the way through. These were made from like the 1930s, I think, up to about the mid 70s maybe, but I'm not positive. It's got some pinholes and stuff in it, but you know, it might be worth $5. It's a pretty one. One of the better marbles I've found for a while. It's root beer in here, and then it's all clear. This is what I found in an hour. I don't find something every day, and after that point yesterday, I'm right in the same area where I found that point yesterday. But I'm finding flint, and where there's flint, there's arrowheads, so hopefully I can get something today that's worthy of putting on a video. If not, you'll see this when I go out again and actually find something. Later. Alright, I'm back. It's hour number 2 now. I've been here 2 hours. Still haven't found a good artifact, but I'm finding stuff. You can see this is all the flint from the last hour. I got another spalling hammer. And I know this doesn't look like much, but you can see it's all smooth on every surface, and it's hardstone. And then you get over into here, and it's just where it's caught flint, the edge of flint, it's just beat to hell. And they were using these to spall the flakes off these little river pebbles. There's the river pebble chert. There's the cortex of the stone, and then broke open. It's a nice tan chert. Here's another piece. Brown cortex with a gray interior. Here's a classic piece. This one's been heat treated, I can tell by looking at it. It would have been this tan stuff, and when you heat treat it, it turns red. You can see the insides even change color. This would have been all tan, but you can see how it's even red up in here. Here's another piece of heat treated. This would have been tan originally, and it's been heated extensively, and now it's red. And even the outside's red like the fire rock. But there's lots of chunks. Most of this river pebble chert. Here's a nice flake knife. It wasn't nice enough to film though, but it's a purposely made tool. It's got use on the edge. But there's Crooksville there. Most of it's river pebbles. This is really pretty. That's got a fire pop on it. It's been heat treated. But you see the dorsal ridge down that. That's a nice little bladelet. but nothing good enough to film. But this is what I've got, and I shaved the first stuff in the first hour. This is what I'm finding per hour, and then maybe hopefully an Arrowhead every once in a while that's real nice. I'm in where I found the beauty yesterday. I'm just taking my time because there's definitely a cache here, and you can see these might have even been points that you can see all the little flakes, and I found 2 spalling hammers already. They were making points right here where I'm standing, and they might have buried some of them. They're just awesome, the ones I'm finding, so it's worth staying here for hours. But anyway, I'll get back if I find anything. If not, you'll see this, but there'll be finds after it at some point. Later. Yeah, it's been another 35, 40 minutes since I shaved that last pile of flint, and I finally got a point. It's got a base neck, but it looks pretty nice. It's right here. I saw it before I got this sifted down. Now there could be something else in it. It's one of these Amos points. It's just a small sharpened down one. That's a shame that base is nicked. It's still a solid point. It's made out of a little Black River pebble chert. It's got a nice tip on it. I moved 15 yards down and I'm scraping up in here. You can see the fire rock pieces. There's a few here, and see it here. I've just been scraping it, and see there's more that I haven't scraped, but I got this point scraping right in here. This is where I was scraping on this screen, right in around these roots. You can see it all bleeding out. Now there's a flake of flint. You can see it all in here. I'm just scooping that stuff up and putting it in my screen. And I got one, finally. Man, I've been hard at it today. I'm hurting. I pulled an all-nighter too. You can't have all-nighter memories unless you pull them. Got to do it. Had to drink a couple rock stars before I got down in here, but I'm winding down. I'm hurting. But I don't know if that's worth the trip. It would be for some people, but after I found out one yesterday, this is kind of average point for me, but I like it. I like it. It'll be easy. I can restore that really easy too, because it's all one color. Make it look great. And put it in with my other ones. It'll go in my lesser third frame that I haven't shaved yet, but still pretty decent. And that's an old break. Not all of them are nice like them ones I found yesterday. It seems like certain individuals here on this site made them that were just works of art. And that one I found yesterday is a national treasure in my opinion. But there you go. Finally got a point. This isn't nice enough to probably put this on as a video, so I'll put this, you'll see this with more stuff after it when I go out and find something else. Later. Alright, I'm back out. I'm in trying to find more points from that cache, and I got another type of point here. There's several pieces in here. Yeah, this is a piece out of a point. Right there's the notch, and this is the edge going up, and it's jewel grade material, and it's blown apart, and it would have been awesome. Look at that. It would have been a good one. But I got a really nice point in here. It looks really nice. It looks like the tip might be dinged, but if you can eyeball this and see what I mean. It's right here. Oh man. Oh man. This is a damn nice one. Wasn't even gonna come today. I'm really tired. That's Gray Coshocton, I would guess. It's damaged at the tip. But it's a dandy. It's awful thin. I don't know, that looks like a Thebes to me. Yeah, I'd say it is. You can see how it's kind of got the dog leg look to it here on one side. It's kind of a cross between a big Sandy and a Thebes, but I can tell by this notch on the left here, it's probably Thebes family. That's probably use damage at the tip. It's kind of chewed up there, but man, that's nice. That's nice. That's worth it today. Didn't care if I find anything else. That's nice. Great. Well, hopefully I can get another one of them serrated points from the cache. This is off from where they were at a little bit, and I'd say it's a completely different culture. It's just come out of the bank too. The banks are real high here, so anything that, when it cuts, anything that's in it, there's layers upon layers of different time periods, and this is, I guess it's about the same age. Could be the knife form. Not really found much like this here. Found one other classic dog legs thieves here, but this is kind of, I'm up in the air about what it is. It's not ground. It's ground, but not like I'd think a Thebes would be. It's got nice chipping. It's a pretty good point. It's a shame it doesn't have a sharper tip, but can't complain. Later. Alright, I'm back. I've been here probably several hours since I found the, I don't know, big sandy, whatever you want to call it, with the tip ding. But here's some of the flint I found. River pebble chert broke open. There's a heat treated piece of river pebble chert. Mostly grays, and there's a piece of Crooksville. There's a piece of translucent stuff there. I have a piece out of a point too. I think it's in my other pocket. It would have been damn nice. Right here, it's translucent stuff. I don't know if you can see that real good, but it's translucent. Right here at the lower left is the notch, and then this goes up to the point, and it's just a section out of it, but it's one of them Amos. Would have been nice, but I turned this on because I got something in my screen. Let me find it. It's right here. I got a real nice little wind scraper. Let's wash it off. Finally got something else. I've been struggling since that first point. Oh yeah, nice one. It's a classic little one. Real uniface on the backside. Real nicely worked. Nice little one. It's associated with them Amos points, these serrated ones. This is a piece out of the toolkit. Man, that's just as flat. Feels like a countertop on the backside, and it's got a fossil right in the middle. That's cool. It's a classic one. Real nice ribbon flaking on it there. That's a good find. Finally got something. I'm gonna stay another hour and then I'm leaving. I'm hoping to get something good, but who knows. Later. Alright, I'm back. I found that thieves looking thing down that way and an end scraper, and I'm walking up to where I found that bifurcate looking thing the other day, and those mason jar lids close to my car, but I walked on this. There's no trees above me. I'd say a raccoon's climbed a tree and ate these eggs last night. You got him a nice egg snack here in the middle of the night. They're robin eggs. They're beautiful. Like a turquoise teal color. But that's too bad, but the old raccoons have to eat too. Well, I'll get back at you later. Alright, I'm still at it. I'm up in where I found those mason jar lids yesterday, and man, first screen, look at all this flint. Here's another piece, and this is a piece out of a point that's popped apart. It's Flint Ridge, but I thought this was an Arrowhead, but it's not. It's just a flake. But I got an artifact, and it's pretty nice. Another end scraper. It's right here. This is why I like screening. This is a piece you just never find otherwise, and this is a beautiful little early archaic one. Look at the edge on that one. All uniface on the backside and a nice little lip. It's a good one. It's got just minute pressure flakes all the way along it there. It's a pretty one. This is where I found that little bifurcate, that tan one, or gray one, 3 or 4 videos ago. I'm having an alright day now. I like these little wind scrapers. It's got some use polish too. It's a nice one. That's two nice little ones for the day. Later.